were poor. We didn't have enough to eat because my dad had to work very hard, I remember. And I remember that my mom would go, a long time ago they used to have, they would give out food like we're doing in our church. They would do the same thing in other places. And I remember she would bring cheese and milk and powdered milk, and they would give her a lot of things, raisins and stuff. And that's the way we would make it, because my dad never had enough money to buy enough groceries. Either we had enough or we didn't, or we ever ate. I still remember beans and rice and potatoes. That was the cheapest thing. And my mom made a lot of tortillas during that time. And then as time went by, well, my dad, we had to, I remember that we started working in the fields. I was 9 years old, and my brother and I would go. And I remember that we used to tie broccoli. And it was hard because we had to cut it. And then we started going to cotton fields here in Mercedes, because my mom knew friends that, in that time, a lot of people would go in trucks. You know, they just come and pick you up and you would go to the field. And that's how we started working. But all that money went to the house. We never spent any money. My mom had to pay the water, the light, whatever, you know, she could, because my dad couldn't afford to pay everything on his own. It was hard. And besides food, I remember that my dad would say, I don't have any more money. All I have left is a certain amount, and I don't know what we're going to do. And my little brother and I, when that time that my dad was working the service station, I was younger at that time. I was about 13 and he was about 7. And we used to go to the, I don't know what you call them in Spanish, I know, but in English I forget. It's like factories, bodegas, where they had carrots, and they were cleaning the carrots and packing them, a packer. And like, I remember going that they had carrots and they had like cabbage, and my brother would tell me, wait there, wait for me. And he would run inside and get some, and then he said, okay, let's go. And we would run to the house, and that's what we would take so we could eat, or else we wouldn't have any vegetables or anything. And that's what we used to do all the time. We would go. And but my dad had it hard because he never, considering that it was hard for us, my dad never neglected us. They spent a lot of time with us. And I remember, because we would go to church, and in the afternoon, my mom, they would make us take a nap, and we would all get up, and we would play baseball in the backyard. Because we were a team, we were so many. And that's what I remember so much about my dad. He always did something for us, my mom and dad. And they would show us a lot of things growing up.